But yeah, it takes a lot to explode the blaze things on their heads, which is a shame. Okay. Right, now can we continue? Again, this has been a hell of a side quest. I guess
the entrance to this den.
I guess that's how you can make the Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wilds DLC take like 15-20 hours. Come on. Final performance, there it is.
Live from the illustrious Overflow Basin Studios, it's Concrete Beach Party! A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4! For sellouts and runaway cowards, we've seen your type before. You remove us from the premises, but it's us who's showing you the door. You make the world so hard to live in, then act like we should crave a spot. But if we're not good enough for your world, we think your world can rock. Trapped in a circuit of hell, we still know our worth. Meat and bones don't sell. We're the last girls on earth. Big dudes who draw big paychecks. We're all real impressed. You send your robots down to the concrete beach until there's no one left. You G-men, you such rock stars. We think it's super cool when you erase us and then you act like we should be making you. Trapped in summer hell, we still know our worth. Meat and bones don't sell. We're the last girls on earth.
So there you go, Concrete Beach Party, and their final FU to the man. I'm assuming there's no more to it, but again, we'll wait till we get to the end of this quest. So you see, there's already some more stuff. Last Girls on Earth. Okay, this might be the final one. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Dear Nobody, the auto cars are on their way. Mine will take me to my apartment in Cody. Hers will take her to the vertiport. She brought her luggage with her to work today. Everything she owns packed into 2 little suitcases. She's wearing the fanciest outfit I've ever seen her in. It's for Mum, she said. She brought me this outfit, if you can believe it. Normally, like, who cares, but I don't know, she's already dealing with a lot. We walked through the dam today, listened to all these stupid tapes, read all these messages, and maybe this is one of those sign my yearbook, we'll never lose touch things, but I'm not scared of losing Laura anymore. We're family. We didn't inherit each other or settle on each other. We chose each other. No amount of distance, no number of jerks in bad suits or obsequious robots are going to tear us apart. So listen, on the off chance that someone ever actually does stumble onto one of these things, here's the truth. There was this band called Concrete Beach Party, and for a second, it was the best band in the world. And you, whoever you are really, really lucky, because you're the only person who ever got to hear them. See you never, the last girls on Earth. Wow. That's pretty chilling. Damn. Again, like I said, let me round off this quest, and then we'll talk about that stuff. Because I do feel like this quest has dragged on a bit, to be honest. The aspect that's made it interesting is those two for sure. Oh, okay, hello.
You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned them by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back. Thank you for draining the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude.
Nice. Drain the flood. Obtain 3 blue gleam. So there we go. That is that quest completed. And isn't it funny how humans have this sort of innate desire to kind of make music and to enjoy music? Like, being musical is just part of our existence. It's so weird. Like, why? I don't know. But somewhere, like, there's some deep sort of connection to it that makes us appreciate it. I don't know. So yes, we got to listen to the final performance of The Last Girls on Earth 2. And I mean, that's a very interesting story. And honestly, I don't really understand or have a kind of deep enough understanding of how all that stuff could work or will work to even have like a full sort of discussion about it. All I can say is that it's worrying, you know, like seeing what's happening in the world and the way automation's starting to take over things. There's certain jobs that you just don't need humans to do anymore. And in a world where increasingly the powers that be make people feel like your only value is sort of your productivity, really, like, you know. And to a degree, of course, that's important. You know, we all got to do our bit in society to, you know, make things better and to help each other. And, you know, it can be anything. It can be from keeping each other safe to, I don't know, growing crops, making things that we need, all that kind of stuff. You know, we all need that to a degree. But then, you know, what happens if in the future you don't need humans to sustain the basic necessities for life? Then where do we sort of gain value as a society? Like, if you're not needed to be productive, then what do? Like, you just exist? You know, we have this thing of, is existing just enough for a lot of people? You know, how do you sustain yourself? How do you, I don't know.
Need them soon enough.
In a world like that, you'd have to probably just distribute land in some kind of way where people don't really need to do anything. You don't need to contribute to the economy or to society or anything. You just kind of exist for yourself. And you're going to need your own land to maybe like grow enough for sustenance and all that kind of stuff. How do you deal with that? I don't know, man. It's insane. But this like thing here, The Last Girls on Earth, is like a little microcosm of potentially some of the craziness to come over like the next 100 years or whatever, and even into the future. Whoa. Yeah, because everything's just happening so fast that
Cold. Very cold. I get it.
even in 50 years, I think with this technology and all that stuff, everything's going to be very, very different. So I really don't know. It does worry me, but that's one thing I kind of take a little bit of solace in with what I do on the channel and stuff, where maybe to some degree it feels like more valuable than ever to me. Like, in a world where
Brew that
more
up
and
later.
more stuff is just, you know, automated and can be done by machines or lines of code and all that kind of stuff. To be able to provide something that machines can't really do yet. Like, I'm sure in the future there'll be ways for, you know, machines to do all of the entertainment too. Some kind of AI systems that can sort of make up their own stories and, you know, create their own games or record their own LPs or whatever it might be. But at least for now, it kind of, I don't know, it feels like something that is a very human thing to do, to be able to sort of play these games, experience them, share my thoughts while playing it, that kind of thing, react to things. So I feel like it's going to take a while before someone like me kind of gets made obsolete by technology. But who the hell knows? I bet everyone said that about their jobs like 50 years ago. But things could change. But it's kind of cool. At least in my own way, it helps keep me motivated. I feel like it's something that's kind of necessary in the world in some way. And it's something I feel like only I can do, because no one can do what I can do when it comes to, you know, what I do on the channel, and I can't do anything that anyone else does on their channel. It's like it really is everyone is a one of a kind in their own way on this platform. So that's definitely one of the things that makes it so special. So I guess that's a bit of a more positive way to look at the kind of existential crisis of
I'll find a
the-
use for you.
the last girls on Earth. Okay, so I think with this quest done as well, I've sidetracked a lot from the main story. It's always that ebb and flow. It's cool, but then I'm like, wait a minute, what was happening in the main story again? And I feel like I haven't seen like the main quest characters for a long time. It's this constant struggle to find balance between how far do I want to deviate from the main story for how long before I go back into it and make more progress. So like now, again, technically, yes, I can go on even more quests now. I think there's at least 2 more, right? There's trials to be done. Well, hunting grounds thing. There's this one too. I could go like try and disarm this. I could try and get all the blue gleam. I could try and get all the artifacts, but again, honestly, I think because I did 2 long side quests back to back, I think now for me is the time to genuinely go here and to see what awaits me. So I think let me head back to like here first. Anywhere will do. Go to a merchant, see what my supplies are like, and then head towards the story quest.
When Sakuli's finished, you'll be able to see her painting from anywhere in Song's Edge.
I remember the Red Raids. They were not so long ago, and they are not.
See that there's
easily
even another
forgiven.
side quest here, but
Sakuli.
for me at least, I've got to get on with it.
Come on, eh?
Yeah, happen to be next to the merchant. Let's trigger it off anyway.
So clever.
Oh, it's this guy again.
Why can't she just
What can I
answer
do
the
for you,
question
Bergrand?
better?
Mourn my poor departed luck. I finally met some Banuk keen to trade with Outlanders. Then, they up and vanished. 3 Banuk hunters rolled in a few days ago. No provisions, junk equipment, no idea how to strip a machine for parts. Asked me to outfit them for a long trip. And you know me, Aloy. I'm sentimental. So I did it on credit.
And they haven't paid.
Well, they tried. Just look what they did to this Thunderjaw heart. But that was ages ago. And I'm starting to worry about them.
Tell me, Bergrand, are you worried about their well-being or your purse strings?
A man can worry about 2 things.
Uh-huh. What kind of deal was this, really?
Just what I said. I was nothing but generous, Aloy. After they dropped this ruined heart at my feet, I even gave them another chance. Sent them to fetch a few other parts I need.
But you haven't seen them since.
Hide nor hair.
You said they asked you to outfit them for a trip. A trip to where?
Not sure. But I heard them chattering about the Sundom when they thought I wasn't listening.
So they're leaving Banuk territory.
Sensible behavior. Still, I get the sense this wasn't a sightseeing trip. They're running from something.
I'm not a debt collector, Bergrand. If I look for them, it'll be to make sure they're all right.
Of course, of course. Fires of the Forge, forgive me. I actually like these idiots. The molten steel of youth and all that. But if you do manage to find them, you could remind them of the deal we made. A scorcher claw, a loop of sinew from a stalker, and a snap maw fang. If they bring me those parts, their debt's paid. And then some. Just make sure they don't bust them up too badly.
I'll consider it.
Last I saw them, they were heading northeast. Good machine hunting up that way. If you decide they're worth the trouble, you might look for them there.
Yeah, even Aloy herself doesn't seem all that engaged by this one. And I feel like it's going to be one of those, going to be some goose chase.
Have you ever heard the music of
And
deep
then it's going to
deep?
be, Aloy's going to be like, okay, fine, I'll go and get the parts myself and whatever. But yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not going to do that one. I want to make progress, so I'm going to talk with her first. Surely I got some stuff to sell now. I killed all those snap maws. Surely I should have. I've only got 1. So I've only got 2, sorry. That sucks. I don't know at what stage I picked up so many of these, but I still don't think I'm using them for much else, so I'm gonna sell a few more. Yeah, blades always just cost so much, man. But I feel like blaze is just one of them necessary things. You just gotta have it. 243, 70. I've got lots of sparkers still. I didn't use too much of that at least. And I've got plenty of those. So, yeah, supplies are not looking too bad here. Okay, let's not get too excited. Okay, I sold some more stuff in order to buy another bunch of blaze. I feel like I use up a lot of blaze. Okay. Let's go. Now then. Yeah, this section I feel like I haven't... I guess I neutralized this, but then I didn't go the whole distance here. So... what I could do... it might be a bit of a long trek, so I might see if I can get a charger here. And then just use that to go the distance. Okay, there's some purple here. Nice.
Figure of... must have been an ancient animal.
Right, this one should be a nice easy grab. Okay, let's go, buddy. Alright. So at this stage, definitely curious to know if that is going to be the finale of the DLC. My guess is yes, because it has been a bit of time now.
Inevitable.
But as I assumed it would from the start, it definitely seems to be giving you your money's worth. If you've been enjoying the main game anyway, it's definitely more of the same with some nice,
Never let anyone
even
take
extra quests too. Whoops. There we go. Visibility is so much worse in this DLC because of the weather conditions. It's like a lot of dense trees and there's like mist and there's snow in your face. It's dark. Just charge away from this scene. Damn. What's this guy? Oh yeah. Gonna charge past here as well.
This'll help.
Go, go, go! Alright, I'm lucky I could end up continuing along here. I thought it was a dead end. Okay. So where am I now? Okay, I'm on the right path. Really? You can corrupt it like that? Holy shit. Oh, poor mound, what the hell? So before it can recover, it hits it with another beam as well. Oh, that sucks, man. How can I help it? Oh, man. You asshole. You know what? Just for that, I'm gonna take this thing out. How dare you? Hurt my trusty steed. What was the deal with these guys? What were they weak to? I kind of feel like drawing them out and then just running in and overriding. I also feel like these guys, I'd benefit from having tear blast arrows, possibly.
It'd be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
So I can get rid of these outer shell bits.
Let's get on with it.
And I don't think that thing brings it back, right? Okay, here we go. So I'm going to see if I can just override. Yeah, I took a big risk there, but... yeah, maybe too much of a risk. So hopefully, once I bypass this area, there's only this one left. Should be able to get to it. Is this frozen? Oh, I thought it was a frozen lake. Fine. Yeah, I'll leave it to those guys to battle it out, because I've got a control tower to deal with myself. I think they're trying to drag it out by having all those control towers along the way. But I will entertain them on that last one. Wait, what? What the hell? That's over half of my... That's over half of my health bar. Are you kidding me? They're only level 18 and they took half of my health bar? What? This game, man, it has some weird balancing sometimes. There's snap mauls that don't do that much damage and they're like double the level and they're like quadruple the size. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I need the tear blast arrow back. I think the flamethrower, you've got to be pretty close range, whoops, to make that work. Ah, I missed. Okay, it did hit. Good. That agility, man. You gotta love it.
Here we go again.
And they're so resilient. Again, level 18. And this is like a special weapon that I have right now. Stalkers are one of the best enemies in the game, though, for sure. They can do it all. Finally decide to die. But yeah, I don't want to get into it with Stalk. Look how far away it was and it just sniped me. Get out of here. Anyway. I think I'm out of there. Okay. So yeah, now we're back here again. Right. This time, let's see if we can do a better job. Those stalkers are really tough.
I need to bring this tower down.
Yeah, these tracks are not very favorable for me. And I'm assuming if I just attack the tower itself, it recovers, every time it does a pulse, it recovers itself too. Yeah, these guys are all just too close to the same central area.
Getting close and override the tower.
I need to try and silent strike this one. So drawing them out and then doing that is one way to do it, because shooting them in the eye just doesn't seem to work anymore for whatever reason. Maybe there's a trick about that that I'm missing from the main playthrough. It's been a long time. But I could swear I must have killed at least like 50 of these guys by just slowing time and shooting them right in the eye. Okay. This one's coming to investigate. If I can get this one too, it would be perfect. Gonna try. Yes. So that just leaves 2 stalkers now.
Low and quiet does it.
Does it know where I am already? I'm hoping not.
Oh boy.
Am I firing the wrong... Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm firing the wrong arrow. That's why. Being an idiot. Yeah, it doesn't know where I am at the moment. That's good. Just gonna wait.
The pulse gives them energy. Repairs them.
Yeah, you get some nice damage with that. Yeah, but they do an incredible amount of damage, like nonsensical damage given their level, but I'm just gonna roll with it. Okay, hold on. These guys just, they come in so close that I think I want the Rattler back. It's just too close quarters. Because they're just jumping all over me all the time. Quick. Oh, what? It saved his buddy so well there. I swear, these stalkers, man. They are such assholes. And they keep being healed, of course, so there's just no point getting into this war right now until I can... override this thing. It's just a waste of time. Right, hopefully this buys me enough time to make the override. If it doesn't, I'm in trouble. Okay. Right, now it's my turn. Okay. That's working pretty well. But that swipe, it just does way too much damage. Okay. Whew. Yeah, stalkers, especially in this environment where I've already talked about the visibility being difficult, they really are tough to deal with.